All right, so we starting the live again. So we're zoomed back in. We'll do one of these at a time. We'll blow this junk off. That's such a weird angle. All right. So we'll see how Facebook goes. And thank you guys on TikTok for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. So audio is good, video is good, everything's connected. We are back going and operational. So I don't know what happened to the live, but it decided it just wanted to die. So whatever. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, questions on TikTok, feel free to ask. Actually, I'm going to reset TikTok. If you guys want to hang out, I really appreciate you guys. Definitely hop back in the video. Just type in D-Win's RF Supply and you can find me. But I'm going to restart it just because I can, and it's something I want to try out real quick. So appreciate you guys. I will be back. Hop in on the live. All right, so now I'm going to change the setting in the menu. It did not give me any crap about the stuff, so we will try this real quick. We'll click go live. We'll scroll down. We've got it set up for content disclosure, my own brand. And we'll click go live, and we'll see if it tries to give me crap about selling my own products. So, all right, we're live again on TikTok, and we're working on some RG-400. And now check this out on Facebook. Let's do this real quick. Let's zoom. Zoom. Yeah, that worked out great. Move the camera? Yeah, that worked out good too. Bump it back over there. Bump it. Whoop, wrong way. Come back. Nope, too far. That's all my looking at my beard here. Bump it. Let's leave it there for a second. Yeah, that worked out good. So now I've got to figure out how to change the exposure. There's background, gesture, remote control, more, whiteboard. I don't know what that is. I'll click this 3 dots. Ooh, temperature. So manual on temperature. I can change the temperature. Ooh, that's pretty cool. But we'll go back to auto on that. We will change our exposure. We'll bump that down real quick. Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, that should be all right on the photo. All right, cool. That's a much better photo now. What's up, Stan? What's up, Raging Cajun? What's up, Willie? Hope you guys are doing well. We are currently building some RG-400. I was messing around on Facebook and YouTube. If you guys don't know already, I have a TikTok shop set up so you can buy the digital bird meters on my TikTok shop. I'm saying that because TikTok, for some reason, decides that I am trying to sell content outside of their stuff, and I'm making sure everybody knows that I got a TikTok shop. I got velocity factor jumpers on there. I've got Bird 43 completed meters, digital Bird 43s on there, and then I've got the digital bird meter movements on there. Only 3 items on the TikTok shop, but it is what it is. Now, of course, I've got all my normal online methods, but we're not talking about that stuff right now. Specifically, I'm not mentioning it because I want to see if this thing goes without saying with no problems. So we're not going to mention nothing else. Hey, thanks for joining for my post. Thank you very much. What's up, Corey? Hope you're doing well, too. What's up, Haley? What's up, Rooster? Hope you guys are doing well. So I got it zoomed in real close. If you guys want to zoom out, then let me know, and I'll back out the camera real quick. But I got it zoomed in so you guys can see kind of what I'm working on. I messed around and got a little ahead of myself, so I'm going to push this braid back up real quick and throw this reducer on here real quick. Luckily, I didn't get too far ahead of myself. and I can just slide that bugger on there. Go a little bit more particular. I'm trying to be. There we go. That'll be fine. And now pull the braid back. Grab that. We're doing good. All right, so RG-400, we're doing some more of these connections real quick. Got to terminate this connection with a UHF or a PL259 connector. What's up, Mango? Mango, the kangaroo fox. Hello, hello. What's up, George? Hope you're doing well. So we're working on, like I said, some RG-400. Trucker 254, waving a hand. Robert, hope you're doing well. Walkie Talkie 251 from Portland, channel 22. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out, watching the video, man. All right, so excuse the cough. I'm getting over some. They said pneumonia is what it was, so I wasn't playing with it. So we went to the doctor, got some steroids, got some antibiotics, got another inhaler steroid, and all kinds of other stuff. And hopefully we are on the upswing. I've been, I don't know, I think, what is it, since, I don't know, if it's Saturday or Friday. Probably last Friday I've been fever free, so no problem with that. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys are liking the video. If you guys are enjoying this stuff a lot and you guys like me doing these tutorial videos and explaining stuff with RF theory, then feel free to tap the screen to like the video. And if you like it enough, feel free to follow me. And if you are feeling extra kind, share the video with your friends. Because the more people that see it, the more people that get educated. The more people that get educated, the more people that know about RF theory, that get interested in this stuff. So my goal is to foster the community and get anybody who's interested in RF of any sort to get into it, whether it be a hobby, whether it be a business, whether it be a I don't know, I got Tower Climber in here and a few other different guys for all different forms. Thanks for the follow, DNA, and thanks for the follow, J-Boy. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I really need to see the Facebook and YouTube stuff at some point. But I've been trying to avoid clicking the video because I've been dealing with a little bit of latency here lately. I'm losing a couple frames. I think out of 300,000 frames, I only lost 300. But that's enough to make it seem choppy on my end. But even though you guys haven't noticed it, I need to go back and watch the videos again and see if they're choppy at all. Hey, thanks for sharing the live. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is awesome. A lot of guys wonder and try to give me. They've given me gifts and stuff like that. And rather than kind of saying thank you and all that stuff, I go on like a 2-minute spiel about why I'd rather them just share the live and like the video. And really, it's for that exact reason. I really would rather that happen rather than try to get people to pay me to watch my videos. I'd rather them just share it with more people. If I want to get paid by anybody, I'd rather get paid from TikTok and YouTube and Facebook, from these big corporations, rather than monetizing and trying to get my individual people to pay me to watch my videos. It's just too much. Is that a good business model? Probably not, but I'm not trying to do these videos to make like tons of money. I got plenty of orders to build wire to make the money, so don't hurt my feelings at all. All right, so like I said, we're working on some RG-400. You can watch me solder it all. I'm adding some heat to be able to get that thing up to temperature, and then I keep the heat on it to be able to bond to these connections. If you guys have questions about how I'm soldering, what kind of solder I'm using, what's the best method to solder, all those questions are acceptable. If you have RF questions about anything to do with RF theory, then feel free to ask. Suggestions on coax, towers, anything like that, feel free to ask. Because I will segue into that conversation with no problems. All right, so one more. Whoops, I flipped this over enough. Let's get this other one done right here. Can you guys see well enough? If you guys can't, I can tell this thing to focus and get a little bit better focus. If you guys would like me to pull the camera out, make a request, and I will zoom out. Whatever you guys want, I'm game for, because I got to do the work anyway. I don't really care what camera angle is. So if you guys have requests, make them be known. I'll move it around just for y'all. What's up, Andy? What's up, Terry? What's up, Ronnie? Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for hopping in and checking out the live. It is really appreciated. If you guys have questions, you want to know about stuff, we can talk about it. These are educational videos for you guys to learn and kind of get more familiar with RF theory. So, questions are appreciated. What's up, Skylar? What's up, Tower? Hope you're doing well. So, currently, like I said, I'm working on some let's get that a little bit shorter. That's not right. So I'm working on some RG-400. This coax is commonly used in aerospace and aeronautics, so you'll find it used in a lot of aircraft, airframes and things like that, typically because they're changing altitude, and the all the different sections of the cabin will expand and contract over the course of those altitude and pressure changes. And because this has got a very low friction coefficient, it will slide and move back and forth along all those junction and interchanges without damaging the coax. So it also can handle, I think it's negative 85 degrees Celsius all the way up to 200 degrees Celsius. So it can jump up to 500 degrees all the way down to well below zero. So very, very good coax. Good for a lot of stuff. But I'm currently using it for sample line and jumpers. So if you guys have questions about that, feel free to ask and we'll talk about it. If you guys are not familiar with coax, coax is commonly used in your, it's used in your Wi-Fi signals. It's used in your, coax is used a lot in your telecom stuff for your T-Mobile and your AT&T, Verizon, all that stuff. It's also used even in satellite uplinks and things like that. There's coax used because you have to make the interchange from the amplifier to the antenna. So lots of cool stuff happens there. I messed around and didn't put my reducer and my end on, so all I'm going to do is chop this little zip tie off right here and put it on from the other end. I think we've already had our escapade with eating out, so I think we'll get some food from inside. So I'm going to line this up and slide this reducer on all the way through from one end of this connection to the other. So if you guys didn't know, like I said, the low friction coefficient makes this super easy to slide. The tight bend radius on a straight connection gets it to catch a little bit, but it's super minimal. No real worries. So slide this reducer on up, put it on the end right there. So this connection is done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of this tail, I'm going to zip tie it back together as soon as I get this connection on here and tight, because I want this to stay nice and still. There we go. Cool. So move this right here, line that up, and let's take a lot of our extra tail out. Let's zoom out real quick so you guys can see what's happening. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Out we go. Back, 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 back. All right. So because of that low friction coefficient, I can just literally pull, and it literally will pull the whole connection tighter. And I can pull the other side, and I can make this smaller than what it was even originally. Get a zip tie, throw it on right there. And because this is such a short length, this reducer can go right back there. So, TikTok guys, questions. If y'all want to know what we're doing, ask. If you want to know how to solder, then ask that also. So I zoomed out a little bit so you guys can see what the heck's going on. You can see some watt meters in the background and all that other stuff. But we're just soldering this connection and we're getting it to bond. This is one termination on one end. Allows me to put whatever connector needs to be on here to make whatever type of RF interchange. In this case, this connector is called a UHF connector, but it's very, very common to be used in HF applications, which is kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah.
It unbraids the other side as you go. Look.
That's very cool. Good job. A little bit more critical whenever I'm doing stuff like this. I'll have to fan it out, so I will have to unbraid both sides. But for what you're doing, it's good. Yeah, as long as you can still fan it out in the end, then yeah, it'll work for this too. So that's great. Excellent news. All right. What solder am I using again? Glad you're feeling better, Mr. Nobody 423, Williamson, South Carolina. I'm using 6040 rosin core. Actually, this one specifically is 6337. 6040 is fine. You can use that. 6337 will also work. So it's 6310, 37 lead. The Coax the solder I specifically use is Kester solder. I'll use a rosin core. They're kind of proud of it. It's about $50 a roll or so. But that's the solder that's the best to use. So we're going to cheat and get to that center conductor, that center pin right over there. Oh no. You grabbing that grabber tool? Really?
Got marshmallow on it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I hear ya. All right. So we got another end done. Let's go ahead and get on the next one. Well, thank you for your help and your assistance.
2:30 in
La mañana.
And go sleep.
Necesito, what is rest? Dormir is rest. Necesito dormir. Dormir. I got. I'm rolling it. Dormir.
It doesn't have
I know that's the whole point. That's why I roll it. I roll every R. Just because I have to. I prefer it. I prefer it. Illiterate. I would venture to say I have a little bit more of a full use of my vocabulary than you do. I do all right. Little Miss laugh out loud. All right, so.
One of us uses LOL as text messages.
One of us sounds it out. Or says it out loud when you're. The scanner is rest. Oh, look. He said DESCANSAR. How do you say that correctly? With the correct. He just gave us a.
Move, it's too small.
Hello from the Philippines. Waving a hand. Hope you're doing well.
Gosh, I don't want to get in the camera. Descensor? Duolingo teaches Dormir. D-O-R-M-I-R.
What is the, ¿cómo se dice dormir and what is it in Inglés? Inglés?
Yeah. He just told you, descensor.
Well, I'm asking what dormir is in English. Since
Duolingo also, like, there's slang and there's other words. Every country has their own thing, like pop versus coke.
Yeah.
Like, their word for milkshake is something weird. I don't remember what it was. And then that other guy was like, no, it's a liquado. And I'm like, well, that's a silly one.
And liquado is milk. Liquado is milkshake, really?
Like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because anything could be liquado.
Yeah, that is odd. I was learning a little bit of Duolingo with a wife, and she had said some words or whatever, and I went to Best Buy, and there was a Hispanic mother putting their kids in a vehicle, and she goes, "Cierra la puerta," and I'm like, "I know what that means," and the door goes slam. I didn't.
That wasn't from Duolingo, that was from my mother.
I was like, I know what it means.
I need your vacuum.
It's right up there. No, it's literally.
Why can't you just hand me things?
Because my hands are full. All right. Sleep. He said sleep. That's what it means. Yeah, I don't really use the vacuum. I just use the blower.
Well, I'm using it.
Hey, you're
It
welcome.
doesn't work very well.
I know. So, you said,
That noise is dreadful.
yeah, it's kind of loud. What did you say the first word you said was before dormir? What did you say the first word you said before dormir was? Necesito dormir. So, he's saying, probably you're saying it a little proper with what you said, because it means sleep, and you're
I
saying,
need to sleep.
yeah, but in, like, say, Spanish, the tense is probably not right. So, it's like, need sleep, like a robot.
Necesito, I need dormir to sleep. I don't conjugate the verb because I'm using it in its, I don't know what the correct term is, but it's raw form. to sleep. If I wanted to say you sleep, it would be dormas.
Dormas.
Or something.
Necessary sleep is what Murphy said. He said that's what you're saying. I don't know. Gilbert, look. Gilbert over here, he says, descansada is rest if you were to separate to pronounce. Hey, we're working out multiple different tenses and...
I broke it.
It's alright, it's probably dead.
Oh, I fixed it.
That's funny.
I will not argue with people on the internet about a language that I'm not fluent in.
Yeah, they got us.
Look. I will argue with you, though.
Look, y'all ready to hear this? Y'all ready? She said that she's wrong and y'all are right. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
You had a woman say, "I'm wrong about all that. I don't speak Spanish." Is that antenna cable? Yes, it's RG-400. So, yeah, I would give you Spanglish at best. That would be the. I got hola. I got como está. I got the best word. I got the best word ever, which is como se dice towel in español. That will be how I learn the español. I will como se dice everything I need. No, I got Sierra La Puerta. I've got Baño. I got Señorita, Señor. Simple, super simple stuff. Let me try to think. What else do I know in Spanish? I know leche.
Shut up, Darren.
It's just milk. What are you talking about, you weirdo?
So, rattling your...
Single words? Yeah. Hey, they're impressed. They know. Like, I've got like this... What am I soldering up there? This is RG-400 Coax. It's a fluoropolymer. So at least the jacket and the dielectric is. So it's very good for high temperature ratings and low temperature ratings for very large temperature variations. It's also got a very low friction coefficient. So it's a a cable that's got friction coefficient is the ability for you to keep a hold on something when it's under tension, under stress or friction. So it's very low friction coefficient, means it's super slippery. So it's able to slide and kind of move and work behind certain connections. So it's very good for running behind panels and behind other wires. Jalapeno, yeah, I got I got jalapeno. I got that one. That sounds great, D-Win. Look! Hey, they're giving me compliments. They say
don't pump his head full of air.
Air. Hang on. What's air? I don't know that one.
Oh my gosh! Listen, I knew more than I thought I did whenever Aixa was there.
Hey, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it, there, Murphy. Thank you very much.
Spanish.
So.
My fingers are sore.
This is awesome. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, my super socks. Hang on, what socks?
I didn't know Boomhauer was bilingual.
Yeah, what socks in Espanol? ¿Cómo se dice socks in Espanol? They're gonna tell me. They'll get it before.
I know that these are los jeans,
Los
according to the Spanish
jeans.
book from high school.
Talking about blue jeans in general?
Yeah.
They're called los
You
jeans.
have pantalones and los jeans.
What's pantalones? Just pants?
Like slacks.
Slacks?
Yeah, regular pants.
So like dress pants and stuff, it would be pantalones. Mm-hmm. And then los jeans, the jeans.
Los jeans. Well, everything has los or los because you have to determine if it's male or female.
Okay, yeah.
Or masculine or feminine.
Oh, so la jeans is the ladies' jeans?
Las.
Las jeans.
There's two of them.
I know La Cabana is the cabin. And then
That's only funny because that's our local restaurant.
excuse me. What else? What else? What other words we got? We got we know baños, so that's a restroom. Or I guess bathroom. Baño. Why does it I guess the S is silent.
It's the same as English, it's plural. If you add an S.
Multiple oh, I guess baños because women and men's bathroom.
No, you're talking about the bathroom baño.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. Excuse me. Dang it. Sorry, I've been sick, guys. All right, thank you. Hey, the Shadow or whatever. I believe that is.
I want to read that.
That might be Espanol in his name. He might be giving me a follow because my Calcetines. He's doing the spell it out for us so we can pronounce it properly.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, you know. Oh goodness, like
take a break from talking.
I know, right? There was a. If I talk too much, it does make me cough a lot. But there was a spell sock. Yeah, S-O-C-K. No, excuse me, I'm not doing that. What is that? Oh yeah, it says let's spell socks out. That was like a joke. It's like you want to speak fluent Spanish. You want to know what it's like. All you gotta do is spell socks. I'm like what? S-O-C-K-S. Like yeah, spell socks. S-O-C-K-S. S-O-C-K-S. That was a joke. It was a whole video. It was hilarious. So, if you can't speak Spanish, you spell socks. I need one more. I'm kind of... Wow. I've done so many of these. Uh-oh. I made them... Uh-oh means I didn't put my reducer on, so that means I got to go all the way across the backside. We gonna come in from the other way. But, hang on, what else? What's the other restaurants? We got La Cabana, we've got El Patron. What was Patron? That was just alcohol. The alcohol? The patron? The person?
It's a brand, but I don't know what the actual original...
El Patron, would that be like the person?
We have El Perion.
El Perion was...
7 Leguas.
7. You're saying too many of them. I'm trying to figure out what the heck Patron is. I don't know if it's just a play on
it. It's tequila.
I don't. Yeah, of course. We ain't talking about that tequila. We're talking about that Spanish word. We're going too far. I already got that reducer on, so now I gotta slide this reducer on. 1, 2, 3, floor. Yeah, I know, right? No, we ain't talking. Alcohol references go away. This is like purely PG for children here.
Oh no.
Education. We don't want to give them that kind of education. All right, this is taking a little. Well, he's being used as a actual video camera.
What about
the
El
boss?
Jefe?
No. El Jefe is El Jefe. I don't know.
The boss.
So I wonder what's the difference between the boss and the boss. No, I think El Jefe is going to be something different, a little bit more proper or a little bit more slang for like. Jefe is proper. Oh, she's arguing. He already told you.
I'm just saying what the book said.
He told you who the boss was, and here you are contradicting him.
Look, let's name food.
Look, this is good right here. Yeah. Mrs. D. Wynn has been wrong like 4 times in a row. What's up, Whiskey Man?
Listen.
We learning our Spanish over here.
Hold your tongue or they might not get their orders.
Get a frying pan. Stunk. She ain't got no chanclas. She ain't gonna hit me with a chancla. She's too white for chanclas. I got American slippers. What I got. They're soft and full of foam. It's not the same as the fear from a chancla. Patron, I think it's president. No, he was saying the boss is like in a capital sense, like maybe like I don't know, enunciated. The boss. He's like the biggest of bosses. I don't know.
I know the fix for this.
Oh Lord, she's trying to go to Google. You guys, she's gonna try to tell you guys. You know what Google says?
I need to go to bed.
That's fine. Hang on, what's the 7-legua what's a legua? You don't know what a legua is. Never mind. We don't
I
know.
thought it was a horse.
7 horses? That would be interesting. Legua.
No, it's league. It's 7 leagues.
7 leagues.
I think. Leguas.
So.
Leguas.
Patron. Yeah. So we're learning
It's league.
7 leagues. So we got 7 leagues. We got the cabin. We've got the boss. El Perion. We got to figure out what Perion is. Anybody know what El Perion is? We're talking about all our local Mexican restaurants. I got quesadilla. I can do that one. Then you got El Mocajete. I guess that means the stone. I don't really know. Or is that just like a specific meal?
Patrocinador.
What in the world? Where are you on?
It's like a financial sponsor.
What?
Like
What is?
Comics is the official patron of Mexico's national soccer team. Patrocinador.
What are you on? What word?
Patron.
He said the boss.
Yeah,
The boss.
like a big conglomerate boss.
And you said El Jefe is another word for the boss. All right, we lost Gilbert. He was helping us here. He was our Espanol aide here. All right, so I've got to get. Meow. Guess who's back? What's up? How you doing, Kevin? It's not shady. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so.
Can you come watch me walk in the house with a piece of covers under me?
I got hit with a fake chancla. Don't count.
So help me.
I am offended. No, give me a second. I'll probably call it.
You're gonna call it.
I'm gonna call it.
You didn't get anything done.
Have you not counted? Like,
No, I've been over here grinding my pretty little fingers off.
I think your
Look how ugly.
your fingers
Look
are.
at it.
It's all right. It's still.
They turn black from rubbing the wires, and they're sore. They got stabbed.
It's just they're just a little bit like rough and
it's like
patchy and
cut up
crazy
and
dry.
crusty.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like,
No!
I was I wasn't reaching to get you with the iron. That would have did it worse right
That
there.
would have been really bad. Oh no. Good night, your friend, Mister.
Hey,
Don't
thanks.
work the missus too hard.
Copy. Appreciate you, Mr. Nobody, man. Yeah, no, we're gonna probably call it a night here in just a little bit.
I've been converting meters and shipping packages, and now he's wanting me to use a blowtorch with heat sink. Next thing you know, it'll be the soldering iron.
Heat shrink.
Heat sinks that sticky white stuff.
No, that's heat sink compound.
Heat sink compound. Heat sink is the flangey metal.
Yes, the big metal with the big fins. It is a thermal transfer capability.
What do you call it? Can you quickly explain the SWR thing again?
Yeah, sure.
As to why the meter reads whatever that number is. As you explained it the other night, I was multitasking. He keeps the font very small on the screen, so it's really hard for me to read it, even with glasses.
Well, that's because this is a mobile setup. That setup is what goes on trips with me. So I'm not changing the platform so it didn't mess up. Now that I figured out it's not messing up, I could get my other computer back and put it on that
Answer his question.
other screen. Give me just a second.
Who's Blue Eyes?
I don't know. Who's Blue Eyes? Is that is that Big Blue? What are you talking about? Blue Eyes talking? I don't know who Blue Eyes is there, Whiskey Man. I'm confused.
Hello, lady on roll call.
No, that I know of. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
You sounded
6.
scared to answer that.
No, I really don't know. All right, I got 6 more ends to do. We finished 1 end, 2 end,
You need your help. That's why.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Answer his question.
11. 11 of these. So we got some stuff accomplished today.
I promise he distracts himself.
We got more to do, so we'll get there. All right, so now we will go over some bird explanations.
Get your power.
Bam. I know, Coax.
Yeah.
So let's get into this. Let's zoom real quick. Let's go. And let's go.
Wait.
Boop, 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 boop,
Wait.
boop, boop,
Come
boop,
watch
boop,
me walk
boop,
in the
boop.
house.
Give me a second. I'm coming in there too.
What?
I'm going. I'm done. I told you. I'm calling it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go in here. So this meter right here is capable of doing a couple different things. We're going to go into the 100-watt scale. We're going to select use. So we're going to grab, say, a 100-watt element. I've got a 100-watt element right here. That is good for 100 to 250 megahertz. So we will select use, and we are now in use. So now we have a 100-watt element. When we measure output, let's say this is going out to the antenna. It's going that direction. Let's bump this view up just a smidge so you guys can see. Bump, bump. Let's go a little bit higher. Bump, bump. A little bit higher. Nope, too high.
That's the wrong table, Whiskey Man.
I saw a lady at your table at the swap meet and they had big blue eyes. No, a different table.
I was at the D-Win table.
Nah, she was at the D-Win's RF supply table. She was also walking around with all the tickets wrapped around her neck.
Very short. It's easy to miss me.
Yeah, CB. It could be CB coaxial cable. It could be HF cable. It could be used in aircraft. All kinds of other stuff. Roger, just so you know. Blue's talking. So let's scroll this way. Before I call it, can I quickly explain the SWR thing again so that while the meter reads 99.9, as you explained the other night, I was multitasking. The best way to use this meter is a 100-watt element, and it's going out to the antenna this way. So then when you key up and you transmit, it will read a certain amount of output. So if you were to get a dual meter setup or a multimeter setup, something like this right here, see how it's got multiple meters? You would have one going to output and one going to reflect. This meter right here, hang on, which meter am I on? All right, so this meter right here would measure the power that's coming back. This meter would measure the power that's going out. You could take this number by this number and figure out what your SWR is. 3% return power is a 1.5 SWR. So if you have 100 watts going out and you have 3 watts coming back, that means you have a 1.5 SWR. That is by far the easiest and the simplest method to monitor and read what your SWR is. Thank you for sharing the live. Appreciate that very much. So that would be your best method. Measure how many watts are coming back versus how many average watts are going out. That would be your best measurement. So if you had 10 watts coming back, if you had 10 watts coming back and you had 100 watts going out, that means you have 10% reflected power. That means you have about a 2 SWR, a little bit over a 2. If you go into the menu and you go into measure and we go into, hang on, what is that? Where's our other setting? Let me go here. Measure, and we go to reflection type, and I click SWR, and I go into that. I don't even know how to get to the SWR setting. I don't even do it. So I can go to measure, and I can do reflect type, and I do for SWR, right? And I wanted to check SWR. I don't even remember how to do this. I don't know. What is it down here? I'm not sure. There's something you can do to get into the SWR setting. I do not remember how to get there, just to be quite honest with you. But all I do know is the way that it's set up is a one-time measurement. The way it's set up is it measures power going this way with the 100-watt element, and then you have to manually turn the element the other way. Let me go back to the other meter real quick and explain in that method. So you'll have to measure power. Let me go that way. Measure power this way, transmit, unkey, and then transmit again and measure power that way. And then and only then will it tell you what your SWR is. So it's kind of gimmicky in my opinion. I recommend to do 2 meters and then measure one for strictly output and then another meter strictly for reflect. Once you know a measure of whatever your output power is versus your reflected power, you can figure out what your SWR is every single time. You can do it with a single meter setup. You can do it with a double meter setup. You don't have to worry about anything else. Up and down together. There we go. I forgot. So this right here, you would have to key up and measure that direction, and then you'd have to turn it back around and key up and measure this direction. And that should tell you what your actual SWR is. So you just have to, it's not super complicated, but you'd key it here, and then you turn it around and key it there, and then it would actually give you a number. I believe. I don't know. Let's test it. I don't care. It don't take but a second. Might as well. Let's cut this real quick. Is it out the way? Got a random coax. Oi. I don't have the right size element for this, but I'll change my elements. Fine. Let's explain how this works. Alright, so let's move our element over real quick. Let's change our element. We'll change this, change our rating to a 5. 5, go down to 50. Use. So now we have a 50 watt element in use. We're going to put a 50 watt element in place. We're going to put it this direction. And we should be able to transmit here. And then see if I can transmit there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'd have to read my manual. But I talked to the... I don't know how to get it to actually go through the measurement. Maybe I push select to get it to go through the measurement. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. We will figure that out together. It's a little bit too late to figure it out now. But all it is it allows you to do all the measurements in one, but you have to turn it forward, then turn it backwards. But I got to figure out how to get it to engage, and that's how it works. So there's nothing wrong with yours. It's just you got to go through the procedure. If you'd like me to send you the user guide, I can send you the user guide, and it will go over how to use that. Unfortunately, that is one thing I haven't played around with. I actually need to mess with that and see how it works. But typically what I'm going to do is something like this. So I will key right here. So what's going on with my diagram output? Am I not? Oh, that might be what my problem is. What's going on here? Why do I not get a measurement? Is it just the slug not picking up? I don't know. Let's just grab another one real quick. I got like 50 of these things. Let's use this one right here, and then I got this one right here, and this one right here, this one right here. So, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Never mind. It's my bad. I was just being dumb. I've got a switch on the back of this to turn it off. So, it's late. I'm not thinking. All right, so let's get a little bit more output real quick for reference sake. So we have a total of 16.2 watts going out, and then we measure our reflected watts coming back. We have 1.2 watts coming back. So if we were to take our math real quick, measure our 1.2 watts, and we take, hang on, let me close all this. So 16.37 divided by 1.237, 1.237, 1.237 divided by 16.39. So that means we have 0.075 watts coming back. So that means we got like a 1.6 or something SWR. So now let's go ahead and turn this on. We'll measure this way, and we'll try to measure the other way and see if it works. I don't know. Never mind. Still can't figure it out. So, but that's the way I would figure it out. I would just measure the amount of power that's coming back. I'll let you know once I figure it out. It's literally just the manual, but that is another feature that you can get into and measure both. But my go-to always is just measure how many watts are coming back, 1.234 versus the 16.57. 1.234 divided by 16.57. That is 7.4% return power. That means I have a little bit over like a 1.7 SWR. So that's the way I do my math whenever I'm testing anything. Typically, I'll have multiple meters in line so I can measure simultaneously in the same time. I don't have to rotate it one way or the other. I can measure it both ways. All right, but yeah. If you guys got questions, if you guys want to know anything else, you guys let me know. But I am going to call it a night. Tonight is that's enough. I got more to do, but we can do more of it later because we are out of time now. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the live. Thanks for following me. Thanks for sharing it with your friends. And I appreciate all you guys. What's up? Thank you, MD. Appreciate you, man. All right, I'll catch you guys later. TikTok was popping off later this evening, so thank you. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all back on Monday. All right, and then thank you guys on Facebook. Kevin, send me a message, and I will send you that user manual if you would like it, and then it'll tell you how to do that setting that I did not do properly.